cha, salut, ni hao, namaste, ohayo, yagamasma, здравствуйте, привет, bunna, dzień dobry, sziasztok. Hello, xin chào, yabasio, tere, salam alaikum, sasiaka, marhaban, merhaba, habiri, and shalom, wherever you are across the world. Welcome, my name is Brunel, and thank you for joining me. So, OPV, I've got a new eyeshadow palette out. It is called Tropical Dreams, and this is it. It comes in lovely shades. It is fantastic. And then on the inside, so you can see the colors. Oh, they do it for me. Hands down, the colors are just remind me of the tropics. And there you have it. And these are the shades, and you can see here very much it's actually quite dominated by greens. They've got pops of blue there, but the main colors are greens and golds. But they are really nice shades. They really are remind me of the tropics. Surprisingly enough, I was expecting, because the eyeshadow palette itself is so dominated by greens, I would have expected the actual colorings and so on to reflect that, but it doesn't. But it is nice. The names, as clearly as you can see here, are after islands as well. Hawaii, you got Aleko, Capri, Bahamas, Santorini, Bali, Palawan, Fiji, Fifi, you got Bora Bora, Mali, I hope I said that one right, and St. Bart's, Fira, and oh god, I don't know how to pronounce this one, OIA, or Oya, I might be wrong. If I butchered it, I do apologize. Do let me know it's properly pronounced. You know what? No, actually, don't bother. I'm going to Google it at some point. But that's that. So this is the eyeshadow palette. I won't talk about it anymore. I'm going to go straight into doing the demo. For those of you who just want to see how the eyeshadow palette applies and whether it's worth your while getting this or not, then you can do that, and then I'll talk about the eyeshadow palette itself once I finish doing the whole makeup look. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to start off with Aleko. Let's go bold. Let's go bold. By the way, on my eyes, there's a bit of kickback. So you have to be gentle how you tap it, but there's a lot of color payoff. Wow. Oh my gosh. Hopefully the camera's picking this up. It is a lot of color payoff, but there's quite a bit of kickback, so be mindful. And yeah, I'm just going to tap that. By the way, on my eyes as a base, I've got a P. Louise eye base in the shade number 5. I'm just going to pack that. I don't even know if this is going to work or not. Look at the color pigment. Wow. Super pigmented, however, can easily be moved, so you have to pack it in, because otherwise when you start blending it, you kind of remove a lot of the product. But packing it in, you've got a lot more control. The brush that I was using was just a Morphe standard brush. It's slightly pointed, but it's nothing special at all. There's no name on it. So yeah, pointed blended brush, and that's it. Moving on to the next shade, which is going to be, I think I'll go for Fifi. Yeah, I hope that's how you pronounce it. It's P-H-I. Oh my god, one tap and already. And I'm using the Zoeva 228 crease brush. It's probably a little bit too fluffy, so I'm gonna have to be super gentle. And just on this top end, center of the eye, I'm just gonna pack that. Whoa, bloody hell. The pigment, oh my god, the pigment, I don't know what to say. This is pigmented as F-U-C-K. Okay. So my god, I'm packing it on, or should I say packing it in, makes a difference. I'm just going to slightly overlap the colors, but wow, this one is definitely a lot easier to work with than the lighter green shade that I started off with. It stays in place more, Then the other one. It's looking a bit mad, I know, but hopefully it's going to turn out okay. I never know how these looks are going to turn out. I never really plan them. So I'm going to go on to the next shade, which is Male or Marley, actually Male, Marley, and or Marley, depending on how you want to pronounce it, M-A-L-E. And it's I'm using the Morphe M322 brush, and I'm just going to dab that very gently. Again, there's a bit of kickback. You have to be super, super gentle. No swirling of the brush, just gentle taps. Not too much fallout. And I'm just going to pack that on the outer corner in my crease line. Look at, oh, for God's sake, look at the pigment. OPV, what are you doing? Whatever it is they're doing, I'm not complaining. I just think it's fantastic. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Oh, look. Oh, no effort whatsoever. Whew. Going in with the next shade, which is Monaco. Not too much fallout, but again, so pigmented. It's unbelievable. This is the brush. It's a Morphe brush, no name to it. It's again, it's a fluffy crease brush. Slightly pointed, but a bit more fluffy than the others. And I'm gonna hopefully, if this works, gently try and buff the top end. Oh, there's a bit of fallout, so I'm gonna have to go back over it. There's a lot of fallout with this one. There you go. And gently try and diffuse the green. Just going back in with the original shades Aleko and also Fifi and of course Marley, just to sort of re-intensify the shades. And I'm just doing that very carefully in my crease line. I'm going to go in with Bahamas on the inner corners of the eye. And I'm trying it with a dry brush. And I think it needs a bit more effort, so I think it might be better off using your finger. Yeah. No, that's not going to work, so let's try it with... Wow! Oh my God! Do you see that, people? Oh! Oh! Wow! 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 Next, I'm going to move into Maui. And I'm just going to go with my finger. Wow. And just apply that. Towards the center of the eye. Next shade is Bora Bora, which I'm going to apply on the outer corner of the eyes. Beautiful shade. It's like a dark greeny with touches of blue. We are nearly done. Well, actually, not quite, actually. Right, I think I want to add another shade on top. Maybe I'll ruin everything, but you never know. I'm going to try, oh, hope I say this right, Kawaii. Hopefully, that's the right way to say it. And I'm just going to touch it just around the center of the eye, in between all the different shades. Just a hint of that color. I'm nearly finished. I'm going to go and finish off the rest of my face off camera. Underneath the eyes, I'm going to carry on with Monaco all over the bottom end of my eye. And then I'm going to also have Hawaii on the outer corner of the eyes. I'm not too sure if I want another shade in there. I think I'll go with Santorini as well on the inner corner of the bottom of my eye. And then I shall talk about this palette. See you in a mo. Hello, my face is all done. This is what it looks like. Right, so what do I think about this eyeshadow palette that is inspired by the tropics and the islands, you know, of the tropics? Would I recommend this? Oh, okay, let me try and get the negatives out of the way, if you can call it a negative, that is. If you are new to eyeshadows and you just want something that's super easy, that's not too garish, that's not garish, but it's not too much, this ain't the palette for you. Let's just leave that out of the way. If you've got problem with budget and you've also got these colors and lots of these greens and shades and gold, then again, you can bypass it. At the end of the day, it is makeup. However, if you are a makeup lover, if you are a makeup collector, if you are someone who just wants to experiment with colors, if you are dark skinned, and very often for us dark skinned people, it's kind of hard to find pigmented you know, eyeshadows which will show on the skin tone because they tend to kind of disappear and look a bit washed out, then this is the palette for you. I mean, it is so ridiculously pigmented. It is unbelievable. In fact, it is so pigmented that you need to take your time when it comes to blending. This is not going to be a palette that you're going to be able to just put the colors and then think, all done, I'm done. No, there's a bit of blending that's got to take place. There's a bit of patience, so you need to make sure that you've got time when you're actually using this. But as we've working with pigmented, really well pigmented eyeshadows, you do generally have to give yourself a bit of time. It's just beautifully pigmented. I can't stop singing about that. I'm so sorry. I just said this is take two, but these are some of the colors that I just swatched here on my hand. Look at them, they're just ridiculous, and they actually transfer the same way that they actually swatch on the hand is the same way that they transfer on the eyes, so there is no difference. And sometimes things can swatch really well. When it comes to application, they just blend and wear off. They don't blend really well, and they just kind of like wash off your eyelids, and they don't actually remain there. These actually stay in place, especially the shimmers. They're butter soft. Be mindful, you're going to get quite a lot of kickback, so be gentle with how you are actually getting the products until you just dab away. Using your fingers when it comes to the shades works a lot better, or you're going to have to try a wet brush. A dry brush on this one won't actually do the eyeshadows justice, so just be mindful of that. But apart from that, OPV, hallelujah. Despite the fact that I'm not too sure about this eye makeup look, that's because I'm not in my comfort zone. That's personal, but the eyeshadow palette itself is just a beauty. So thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. The price would have been listed here below, so you know how much it costs. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Did I say that already? Well, if I haven't, yes, you know what I'm saying.